Welcome to the Techno Dog channel. In today's video, I'm going to compare two Chinese smartphones, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 and the Xiaomi Mi 9T. There will be links to online stores in the description below the video where you can purchase these smartphones. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments. If you have not subscribed yet, it's best to do it right now so you'll always be the first to watch next video on our channel. So, let's get started. In terms of size, the smartphones are very similar. The Note 9 Pro is slightly larger. It is 165.8mm in length, 76.7mm in width, and 8.8mm in thickness against 156.7, 74.3, and 8.8mm of the Xiaomi Mi 9T. In terms of weight, the difference is not significant either. It is 209 against 191 grams. Let's talk about their cases. There is a smartphone and a sensor for interacting with appliances at the top of the case of the Note 9 Pro. The volume control button and, most importantly, fingerprint scanner are installed on the right side. It is an interesting solution, but still far from being practical. The unlocking did not become easier. The left side traditionally contains a tray for cards. It can fit 2 SIM cards and a micro SD. There is the USB Type-C and 3.5mm headphone jack below. This is becoming increasingly rare among smartphones. The Xiaomi Mi 9T has a different arrangement of its elements. For example, the microphone and headphone jack are located on the top, and the SIM card tray is located on the bottom. The speakers are also located there. The right side has 2 buttons on it. One is responsible for changing the volume, the other for turning on the smartphone. Unfortunately, the fingerprint scanner is under the screen. If you are looking for bright and eye-catching design devices, I recommend to take a closer look at the Note 9 Pro. Undoubtedly, the Mi 9T is also good, but it lacks a notch for the front camera, and the number of lenses on the main camera module on the back of the case doesn't really impress. The screen of the Note 9 Pro is equipped with a 6.67-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels. In my opinion, the picture follows the requirements of 2020. Just like with its competitor, Corning Gorilla Glass 5 is responsible for protection. The performance of the Mi 9T is slightly more modest. The AMOLED display is 6.39 inches in size with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. The protective glass is the same, Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Both screens do their job perfectly. The picture turns out to be bright and moderately contrasting. There are no problems with that. There are enough adjustments for comfortable work both under the scorching sun and at night. The Note 9 Pro and Mi 9T operate on the basis of Android 10.0 and 9.0 respectively. There is the proprietary shell MIUI 11. Let's have a look at its innovations. The main focus was on the design and simpler interface. Some things, such as the Wi-Fi tab, began to look nicer. The applications got to the screen. If you prefer the old-fashioned way, you can always switch it back in the settings. Among all the new little things, the following one really stands out. If you shake your smartphone, empty cells on the desktop will be filled with applications. As for others, there are small changes in the interaction with the interface. If you have a chance to use MIUI 11, look at how the call functionality has changed. There is a function of banning outgoing calls. This may seem useless, but if you have children, this function will be perfect. The main difference is that the Note 9 Pro has 4 lenses, while the Mi 9T has 3. They are not particularly different from each other. The resolution of the main camera is the same, 48 megapixels for both smartphones. It gets more interesting with the front cameras. The Note 9 Pro is equipped with a wide-angle lens with a resolution of 16 megapixels. It can shoot in a panoramic mode, while the Mi 9T can't. Unfortunately, I couldn't shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. Both devices do not support this function. In general, cameras are quite fine for their price segment. The Note 9 Pro is equipped with the 8-core Snapdragon 720G processor and Adreno 618 GPU. The smartphone has two configurations available, with 4 or 6 GB of RAM, with 64 or 128 GB of built-in memory. If necessary, it is possible to install a micro SD. In terms of hardware, the Mi 9T is pretty much the same. The 8-core Snapdragon 730 and the Adreno 618 GPU show the same performance. It gets more interesting in terms of memory. The smartphone is available in two options, with 64 GB or 128 GB of built-in memory. Unfortunately, there isn't a tray for the additional memory card, so you can't use a micro SD here. The main question asked by the buyers is whether the smartphone has the NFC module. I'll answer it right away. Both smartphones have contactless payment, so there is nothing to worry about. Other communication capabilities are the same on both smartphones. There is one interesting thing that needs to be pointed out. The smartphones support FM radio, which has become a rare thing recently. The Note 9 Pro has a large battery with a capacity of 5020 mAh. Such a battery will certainly last for a long time, so you can recharge the smartphone once every 3 days. An 18-watt module acts as a quick charge, so the smartphone gets a full battery in about an hour and a half. The Mi 9T loses slightly in volume, 4000 mAh, but this is not too critical for a smartphone of this level. The charge is quite enough for 2 days of moderate work, and the need to recharge the device pops up quite often. An 18-watt module is responsible for fast charging, which can fully charge the smartphone in an average of 70 minutes. I've looked through the reviews about these smartphones on the internet, and that's what users think about them. Let's start with the negatives. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro. 1. The fingerprint scanner is located uncomfortably. The finger hardly reaches it. 2. The smartphone is too heavy for its size. 3. There is no wireless charging. The Xiaomi Mi 9T. 1. There is no micro SD card. 2. It has a slippery case. 3. The headphones are not included. Let's go to the positives now. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro. 1. The phone has a long battery life. 2. There is a contactless payment. 3. It has a bright and catchy design. The Xiaomi Mi 9T. 1. It has a balanced and comfortable screen. 2. There is a good camera because of several lenses. 3. It has a loud adjustable speaker. In short, we have two budget smartphones with good features and stylish looks. Even its own small flaws don't prevent Xiaomi devices from finding their customers. If you want a better camera, the Note 9 Pro would be the best bet. If you prefer convenience over other features, take a closer look at the Xiaomi Mi 9T. Links to online stores where you can purchase these smartphones at competitive prices are in the description under the video. This is the end of our review. Like this review, write in the comments below what you liked about these smartphones, and be sure to subscribe to the TechnoDog channel if you haven't done it yet. See you soon.